Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a massive clash that's been brewing in the premium audio space. In this explainer, we are breaking down a monumental matchup based on the latest, highly anticipated drop from IndustryIQ. We're talking about the ultimate face-off, the AirPods Max 2 versus the Sony XM6. This isn't just your standard, run-of-the-mill hardware comparison. No, this is an epic heavyweight title fight in the world of high-end, over-ear audio. For those of us heavily invested in tech, this rivalry absolutely defines the pinnacle of consumer listening. The stakes have literally never been higher. We're talking billions of dollars in market share on the line, and two radically different visions for the future of how we experience sound. So get comfortable, because we're going to dig into the real-world data and see exactly what this massive heavyweight fight means for your next major audio upgrade.
Okay, let's dive into this. Apple or Sony? It's just two words. But man, they represent the ultimate consumer dilemma facing tech enthusiasts today. To really grasp the gravity of this matchup, you have to look at the landscape. Between the two of them, these giants command the overwhelming majority of the premium headphone market. Sony's basically owned the active noise-canceling game since they dropped the original MDR1000X way back in 2016. They practically invented the modern standard for just silencing the outside world. But then, Apple entered the chat with the original AirPods Max, and boom, they instantly captured roughly a quarter of the premium market share, even with a significantly higher price tag. When you're looking to invest in top-tier audio, the conversation almost universally boils down to these two contenders. It's this binary choice that divides friend groups, completely dominates tech forums, and really defines your daily tech carry. Choosing between them, it isn't just about sound anymore. It's about buying into an entire technological lifestyle.
So let's look at the tail of the tape. In one corner, we have Contender 1, the AirPods Max 2, representing the massive, meticulously crafted Apple machine, and they bring some serious hardware. We're looking at an upgraded H2 chip in each ear cup, which is absolutely crucial for their advanced computational audio and personalized spatial sound. It's got that refined aluminum and stainless steel build that just screams premium luxury, but a quick reality check, it still tips the scales heavily at over 380 grams. That's pretty hefty for something sitting on your head all day. And the price tag? A hefty hurdle at $549. Now, in the other corner, Contender 2, the Sony XM6. This is the latest iteration from a legendary lineage of audio supremacy. Sony is continuing its absolute mastery of lightweight engineering here. They come in significantly lighter, around the 250-gram mark, using these high-grade synthetic materials engineered specifically for long-term comfort. Powered by their dedicated V2 processor, the XM6 pushes the limits of their LDAC high-resolution audio codec, all while keeping a much more accessible price point of around $399. Both of these contenders carry the immense weight of their predecessor successes, but as you can see, they are armed with radically different hardware strategies.
Now, to truly crown a winner, you need a rigorous testing environment. And the source for our deep dive today, IndustryIQ, didn't just casually read off spec sheets in some quiet, soundproof studio. No way. They put these devices through an absolute gauntlet in the chaotic real world. We're talking active noise cancellation tests on roaring commercial airplane cabins. We're looking at battery drain evaluations during back-to-back transcontinental flights. They even ran microphone clarity stress tests in super high-wind environments and bustling, noisy city cafes. Heck, they even measured the clamping force over 8-hour workdays just to gauge that long-term ergonomic comfort. In the vast ocean of tech analysis, this level of empirical, real-world testing is a total game changer. It filters out all the marketing fluff and puts the genuine merits of these devices to the ultimate test, giving us hard, undeniable data on exactly how these tech giants perform when pushed to their absolute limits.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the specific phrasing used by the source, battle for the crown. But let's pause and ask, what does that crown actually require? Well, it demands absolute supremacy across several highly measurable metrics. First up, active noise cancellation, decibel reduction. The testing revealed that Sony's XM6 actually manages to block out slightly more of the low-frequency rumbles, think airplane engines and train tracks, and that's all thanks to its advanced dual noise sensor technology. But Apple fights back with its unparalleled transparency mode. Their H2 chip processes ambient sound an astonishing 48,000 times a second. 48,000 times. It literally makes it feel like you aren't wearing headphones at all. Then there's spatial audio tracking. Apple's dynamic head tracking creates this incredible, literal theater experience that Sony's 360 reality audio still kind of struggles to match perfectly in everyday use. Finally, if we look at battery life under heavy load, the XM6 takes a very clear lead. It pushes past 30 hours of continuous playback with ANC turned on, while the Max 2 hovers closer to the 20-hour mark. To put that in perspective, that extra 10 hours is a whole workday plus your commute. So this crown, It isn't just a fancy title, it's a testament to engineering superiority across all these grueling categories.
And this brilliantly illustrates the deeper war going on beneath the metal, plastic, and drivers. On one side, we have the Apple philosophy. This is the absolute power of the closed ecosystem. The real magic of the AirPods Max 2 isn't just in those 40mm custom-built drivers. It's the seamless, instantaneous switching between your iPhone, your iPad, and your Mac. It's the sheer convenience of auto pairing, hands-free Siri, and ultra-precise Find My network integration, the whole shebang. Opposing that is the Sony legacy. Sony brings literally decades of historic, deep-rooted audio dominance to the table. They prioritize pure sonic fidelity, giving users deep, granular control through a highly customizable equalizer app. They're heavily catering to the audiophile purists with LDX support, which allows for the transmission of high-resolution audio over Bluetooth at a bitrate nearly 3 times higher than standard codecs. So you see, this battle isn't just a simple hardware comparison, it's a fundamental clash of philosophies. It's frictionless ecosystem integration up against a pure, historic audio pedigree tailored for the meticulous listener.
Ultimately, the source materials deep dive reveals a split decision, and it's based entirely on what you value most as a user. The rigorous testing concludes that the Sony XM6 retains the crown for pure active noise cancellation power, battery longevity, and customizable, high-resolution audio, all at a much more palatable price point. For sure, they are the undeniable choice for the audio purist and the frequent flyer. However, the AirPods Max 2 secures its very own crown when it comes to premium build quality, an absolutely unrivaled transparency mode, and the sheer frictionless magic of ecosystem integration. That makes them the absolute king for the dedicated Apple user who demands a seamless daily workflow. So it really comes down to this: which crown fits your ecosystem, and who is your audio king? As computational audio continues to evolve at lightning speed, constantly blurring the lines between hardware and software, we have to wonder, will the future of premium sound be defined by the physical drivers inside the ear cups, or by the artificial intelligence processing the audio before it ever even reaches our ears? Keep that in mind the next time you put your headphones on. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.